We work together, we can hurt him.
You're right. Time to work as a team.
There's two of us and one of him.
I'll take a punch and let you land one.
I'll do the same. Watch your back, brother.
And I got yours. Let's go and plug this sumbitch.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to my review-ish of Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw, released in 2019. So, full disclosure, I'm actually watching this movie after seeing the ninth one, just for reasons. And I'm kind of happy I am finishing off with this one because it was good to watch all the movies in a row and then go to this one because this one doesn't really fit perfectly anywhere in the timeline. It kind of may explain why they're not in the ninth film, you know. But anyways, here's the list. Yeah, it's at the top. So the funny thing about this is that once after I watched Fast 5, I was like, oh man, that was such a good, well put together film. I don't think anything's gonna beat it. And I think the finale of Fast 5 is superior, just on like an actual what they did and how they pulled it off level. Just like it's more engaging to watch and then actually superior. But this one, that's not something I really want to talk about a finale for a second. Most people, when using slow motion, they just use it for dramatic effect. But I feel like with this one, it's just something I noticed in the finale was they used the rain and slow motion to amazing effect with them like punching and the rain would splash off their faces. That looked badass, and I was like, oh, that was a really smart use of slow motion techniques and having rain be in the final battle. I think the reason why I have this on top is just because this was your just basic action film. People talk about Fast and Furious, going off the deep end and them doing crazy stuff, but now they're introducing viruses and cybernetic people, which, yeah, and I think they may keep that to, this series of movies. We're getting another Hobbs and Shaw movie sometime in the future. But I don't know, I really enjoyed this one. I think the characters in this one were greater, mainly because of the smaller cast. Fast 5 kind of has one of the bigger casts, and some of them just kind of get lost in the dust. I really thought I wasn't going to like I can't remember her name, but Shaw's sister. I really didn't think I was going to like her at first, but then, she was a fine character. The whole romance thing seemed really dumb. And there's some weird segments in this, like Kevin Hart. I feel like they just wanted to put him in it because, hey, now we got The Rock starring in the movie. Let's put Kevin Hart. And it's like, guys, if you put him in for plot reasons, I wouldn't have complained if well, how did they get that? How did they get to Samoa? It's like it's not a big problem with the film. And both Kevin Hart scenes were just kind of like, why are we still here? Why is this still going? This isn't funny. That's another thing. This is probably tonally, but where the Fast and Furious films slowly move into, I don't know how to describe it, like a street racing tone to action movie tone. This is full on action movie, different tone to anything else in the Fast and Furious series. I do think they're trying to make a new series out of Hobbs and Shaw. Maybe. I know they're just getting a sequel, and if that one does well, they may keep going. Who knows? Maybe not 10 films like Fast and Furious, but no, this is super enjoyable. The cast was smaller. The villain, he's better than the new Fast and Furious villain, so that's why, I have it over stuff like that, but he's just also kind of boring. We have a plan. You could be a part of that plan. I'm a super strong guy, but the stuff with his motorcycle specifically was super cool. The comedy in this movie was better than any other movie, probably because they're actually trying to do comedy. They didn't try doing that in any other movie. But that's just something I'd point out. This is a really good film for if you don't care about the Fast and Furious series at all. This is a good one to start with. It doesn't specifically take place anywhere on the timeline. They don't mention any past stuff from the Fast and Furious series. I would have, just being the Fast and Furious fan I am, I would have liked to see maybe a cameo for one of the side characters or something. But it's not a real deal breaker that we didn't get that. But this was a super enjoyable film, a pretty good action film too. It really worked. The relationship between Hobbs and Shaw. I was thinking it was going to get boring with the whole, oh my god, we hate each other. But it less turned into, I don't want to work with you, and more of, I think I'm better than you. A rivalry rivalry kind of thing. I thought they were going to do the whole, I refuse to work with you, we're going to hate each other the whole time. But really quickly they drop that and they go, okay, now we're rivals. And then, like, I was totally expecting them at the end to still be arguing, but they're like, I trust him. It's like, oh, they were smart about it. They didn't lead us on with anything. The ending was super obvious, like, we got to work together to take this guy on. It's like, oh my god, what is this, Saturday morning cartoon? Like, Jesus. But no, super enjoyable film. I have it at the top, and honestly, I feel super dirty for having it at the top, because it's like, it's not even like, it's not fair. It's not a Fast and Furious film, technically, but no. Now I'm super interested in the sequel to this. So, yeah, next y'all have F9, the review-ish, and then the countdown. Now, Hobbs and Shaw, I won't originally, because it is a spin-off, I won't have it on the countdown at first, but then at the end I'll mention, hey, unless it changes, maybe I'll go back and watch Fast 5 and appreciate it more. That's why you gotta watch the countdown video. So, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, it's video over.